current executive position and the cargo hold of enemies she'd assembled along the way. A good ready-room yarn would have been welcome as Hatch and I stood by. Looking sideways, I studied his chiseled profile. Muscles twitched at the edge of his tightly drawn mouth. Otherwise, shoulders back, eyes ahead, he remained a statue. My gaze drifted to the wall above Miss C, where a life-size portrait hung of President Roosevelt, complete with pince-nez, cigarette holder, and jaunty smile. Reflexively, I returned the smile, shifting my weight from foot to foot, hoping to work off some nervous energy. One calf brushed against the other. Adrenaline suddenly coursed through me, turning my face lobster red. I'd left my ankle holster on. I was authorized and trained to use a gun, but the pistol strapped to my leg was a non-regulation Smith & Wesson .38, a gift from my Grand Scholt, who knew things could get rough for a single woman on the road. She'd been a dancer in a traveling vaudeville troupe when she first arrived in the States, fresh from Sweden. At WASP graduation, Gran had passed along the holster and the S&W brake top, along with a few lessons on its use. Turned out to be the ideal gift. Whenever I was assigned a plane with specialized equipment, a .45 got handed over along with my orders. A .45 was large and cumbersome. The brake top, on the other hand, was compact and lightweight. Wearing non-regulation items required discretion, so normally I took the holster off before exiting my plane. Hatch had distracted me. I felt the heat of a second burst of adrenaline. The .45. Check-in procedures required turning it in. Because they'd been waived, I still had that gun, too, inside the B4 bag positioned on the floor next to me. Packing a hidden arsenal at my feet could account for the rise in my body temperature, but my flight gear wasn't helping either. I peeled off my leather helmet and unzipped my jacket, quickly patting the WASP insignia over my heart. Filling the insignia's center was Fifinella, a cross-eyed winged gremlin and official mascot of the WASP, designed by Disney Studio. We considered Fifinella a good luck charm, protection against storms, mechanical failure, and any other danger that may cross our paths. "Don't let me get caught with 2 hidden guns," I silently pleaded to her. Miss C's voice crescendoed behind the chair. "Don't bully me. I'm working on it." She swiveled, and the receiver hit its cradle with a clunk. "Hatch, that's all." Hatch jerked to life. Miss C and I exchanged greetings while he about-faced and exited the room. "What? Hasn't grown out yet?" Miss C was gaping at my hair as the door clicked shut. A couple of months ago, on the road and board, I'd decided to do something about its standard-issue color. From a corner drugstore, I purchased a kit that promised to transform dishwater blonde to Tahitian gold. What I got was tabby orange, the shade resembling the pelt of Sarah Bernhardt, my childhood cat. A self-trim to lop off the damaged ends and frizz had left me with a short, shaggy Amelia Earhart do. "Aw, come on, Miss C, we've been over this. You know how hectic ferrying coast to coast gets. Plus, hours under a leather helmet, my scalp gets sweaty." I finger-combed my hair. "This style fluffs right back into shape." Miss C did not look convinced. "And the color?" I grinned. "It's fun?" Her dark eyes bore into me. My grin wobbled. Miss C was a fanatic about appearance. "It's a woman's duty to always be as presentable as time and purse permit," she liked to say. Polished steel in a jeweled case, she had a purse with deep pockets, affording the fine designer clothes she loved. Today, decked out in a navy designer suit and cream blouse, every shimmering golden hair smoothed into gently permed waves, she looked as though she'd just stepped out of central casting. "It won't matter," she said at last. "You'll be in flight gear most of the time you're on camera." "On camera?" "Sit." She motioned to the chair opposite her. I dropped to the edge of the seat. She shot her square jaw toward the telephone. "That was Roland Navarra in Hollywood, director for a victory short on you gals. We're lucky to have him." The lift of her brow reinforced the false ring of enthusiasm in her tone. Victory shorts were documentary-style films about home-front participation in the war effort. Usually 20 minutes in length, they showed citizens how to conserve, assist, and sacrifice, while painting rosy